you?
Thankful
Thursday.
Thursday. Yay.
My name's Audrey,
And I'm Christina.
and we've got a very interesting topic for you to think about today. And it probably would pay for you to have a piece of paper and a pen to write it down, because we have a list.
We do have a list.
Why is yoga good for you? Now, if you looked at our lives, you would actually think that every single thing that we do every single day is related to yoga and making us more joyful, more happy, more flexible, more sleep well. Gosh, the list goes on and on.
On and on and on. Better relationships, better connection to ourselves, better connection to something higher than ourselves.
Giving us purpose in our lives.
Yeah.
It's such a great thing. Okay, that's the end. Look, so from a body point of view, you know, let's start with the breath.
Yeah, should we start with the breath? Yeah.
Because that's a really grounding kind of thing to be doing. And yoga helps us breathe right down into our bellies.
It does, and it also helps with our lung capacity. So here's an interesting fact for you. I feel like the fact girl.
Fun fact number one.
I know, you need me at a quiz night. So basically, we only, just like our brains, use the average human 10% of our lung capacity.
Wow.
I know, so because we're breathing so shallow, and we're not getting down to the bottom parts, the lobes of the, exactly.
Okay.
So a whole lot of, they're called something or other, but anyway, they're called something starting with B, brachiatai or something. They start to die off because of the fact that we're not using them.
Oh, wow.
So the practice of yoga, like you said, the breathing increases our lung capacity, which increases the amount of oxygen in our blood. Which
helps our skin and our other organs and our muscles and our bone health.
Yeah.
Wow. Wow. And I think if you've seen the video about me as a yoga teacher, when I first started doing yoga, I couldn't even breathe into my belly. Like, I didn't actually know what an in-breath down there felt like. Because, you know, I had a bit of a pot belly. You know, I actually have a belly, and as a female, you're often supposed to just suck your belly in, or you're wearing tight jeans or something. And so all of a sudden, you don't breathe down there using your diaphragm. You're just trying to breathe in here so that you're not making yourself look bigger or anything. That's stupid, isn't it?
It is. And when we hold our belly in, we're cutting off our life force. There you go.
Wow.
Yeah.
So maybe that's the reason I love yoga.
Because from a yogic perspective, the breath is prana, and prana is your life force. So you improve your life force and your vitality through the breath. That's
right. And so, you know, you might look at us or other people you know who do yoga, and you think, gosh, they've got good skin, their eyes are bright, you know, we're able to function well because we're actually bringing in what we need every single breath.
Yep, absolutely. So there you go. That's tip number one. The benefit of yoga is it brings more breath into your body, which brings more vitality into your life and increases your lung capacity and a whole lot of other things.
Radio. So I did breathe. Number two.
Number two is your body. Woo!
Yay! Okay, so top to toe.
Top to toe. Yoga, I know a lot of people whose bodies have changed quite significantly, including my own.
And mine.
Yeah, because of the practice of yoga. And I remember when I was a little bit younger, I actually stopped going to the gym, and yoga and walking were my only practice. And people would say, well, but you're so muscular and so strong. And it's like, who needs the gym when you have a yoga practice? I was, now I do go to the gym as well. But there's this strength that comes to the body that keeps your body young and functional.
All right, but it also increases your postural movements, doesn't it?
Yes.
It allows you to stand up tall, let your shoulders relax, let your chin float back. You know, it allows you to actually use your body as it was functionally designed to do so.
Absolutely. And if you're doing yoga in alignment, so there's you know, you're doing yoga well, it helps you keep your body it's not hurting you.
That's right. And it's improving your functionality because you're able to balance more easily and take a bigger step and use your muscles to hug into your bones and be strong and stable.
Yeah, and I've worked one-on-one with a woman after birth, where they've lost a lot of pelvic strength, etc. Just getting up and down off the floor, like we retrain how to do that through the practice of yoga. So the body becomes stronger and more flexible and more functional, and your ability to move through life improves.
Yay!
Yay!
So there you go. So what about... okay, let's go back to the stomach or the belly and actually talk about the internal organs. So yoga is really good for your digestion.
Absolutely.
So making things function well. So I know that, twisting is a great way of giving your internal organs a little bit of a massage. Squeezing on one side, expanding on the other. Coming back to centre, trying the other side. So that is a way for the blood flow to really get into those internal organs.
Absolutely. So, and it's interesting because I've been listening to a yoga book, and I'm not going to get this completely right, but they said, they used the example of the chariot. So basically yoga, if you use the chariot, so the horses are your internal organs.
Right.
So they drive the chariot forward and they keep it moving. And if you think about life, if we're not looking after the internal parts of us, they cause illness and disease and shorten your lifespan and all of those things.
That's right, because you've got to eat food, excuse me, and have it digested well, and you've got to eliminate the waste, and all those processes have to happen. You've got to have all the blood cleaned in your body through your liver, and your kidneys are working on the fluids in your body. So you've got all those things. Then you've got your reproductive health to make sure that that's working well.
And there's a whole lot. So definitely the movement, you're right, we're twisting and turning and helping keep the internal organs, but also the practice of yoga is a purification process. So when you really get onto the path, you're eating differently and you're thinking about the foods that affect your organs, because we all have different systems and we start paying attention to the systems.
That's right. And if you're an older woman like we are, and you're coming into menopause or through menopause or wherever you are in your journey, you'll find that paying attention to the foods you eat and the timing of the foods that you eat is really important for your digestion, for your sleep, reducing the hot flushes, all those things. And so yoga and the yogic practices of looking after yourself are really so great.
Aren't they? I think
so great.
So great. So the body, I think, is the chariot, and your mind, let's go for number 4 now. Your mind is the charioteer. So
directing progress.
Exactly. Yeah.
Right. So yoga is good for your mind.
Exactly. And it's definitely we've talked about yoga is good for mental health on a Thankful Thursday previously, but it helps calm and still the mind and quiet the mind so that all the thinking and the chitter and the chatter and the stress just is given an opportunity just to still.
Yeah. All right. So, and we've talked about deep breath, but that also helps calm the mind, because by breathing deeply into your belly, you're releasing hormones to your brain to say everything's okay and safe, and you don't need to have the adrenal glands going overtime or releasing cortisol into your system. So you've got an opportunity to have that anxiety calm as well.
Yeah, I think the breath of the rains.
Oh, really?
There you go.
Oh, heavens.
I know someone who's probably else has read that book will probably say she's got this totally wrong. But it's definitely, I know the horses were the organs and the charioteer, the body was the chariot. So but the mind is so important in terms of, if you think about creating your life and choosing what it is you focus on, your mind, if you're the charioteer, you're pulling the reins and telling the horses how fast to go, how slow. Like, you are directing your life and creating your life and taking back control.
And in fact, so we could even go into 6, because I think we were 5 last time, weren't we?
Yeah.
So for 6, yoga is really good for living right now.
Yes.
In the present moment.
Yeah.
Not worrying about what we haven't done or what we didn't do or how we did something or wanting to have another choice. Living in the present moment gives you the best opportunity to have a great life.
Yeah.
because this moment is the only moment we've got.
Absolutely.
Haven't had tomorrow, yesterday's gone, this is the moment. So yoga is a really good practice for, well, the asana, but also the breath work and the meditation, withdrawing the senses, being able to focus on just being here and now and enjoying every moment.
Absolutely.
Bringing joy.
Absolutely. And number 7, I'm chucking in another one.
Oh, heavens! We
As yoga,
told you needed a piece of paper and a pen today.
Exactly. Yoga is very therapeutic. So there's that bringing joy into your life, and so there's therapy for the mental health, but there's actually therapy for your body. So I look at yoga more from a preventative lens, which is I'm preventing myself from aging badly. But yoga, if you've already got back pain, or you've already had an injury with your shoulder, or you've already had a physical misalignment, yoga helps you come back from that. It's part of a great physical therapy process.
Wow. So we'd love to hear about how else yoga has helped you.
Yes, we would.
And we would love to add that into our next Thankful Thursday. So do make a note down in the comments. And if you'd like any more help with any of these things, do look at our website or our other social media platforms and get in touch with us. We'd love to hear from you.
Absolutely. Like, comment and subscribe to join the Yoga to Transform community.
Yay!
Yay! Thank you.
Thank you.
Namaste.
Namaste.